Eljay?
Yeah?
I really want to see the new recap review. Where can I go?
Well, I'll tell you, little Johnny. If you head on over to vessel.com/the TTV channel, you'll find all of our content, recap reviews, mock spotlights, and more, on Vessel a week early. That's right, a full 7 days before we release it on YouTube. Not only that, but content from tons of other creators all across the internet. In order to access it, you need to sign up for early access, which is only $3 a month. It's a really great deal, and it helps us create better, higher quality content. It gets you guys in on the loop a whole week early.
Wow! I'm gonna go sign up right now!
You do that, little Johnny. You do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TTV BrickFeed podcast.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Macarena.
I'm not sure if A is going to be our substitute for Mardi Gras, but we can keep working
Is
on
that
it.
a substitute?
Yeah.
I'm
Working
just
on it.
saying, hey, I just didn't feel like saying the H. It's like,
It's
hey.
fine.
All right,
We'll all
fair.
just be
A little lazy.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Canadian act.
And we're no longer Canadian.
How have you guys been? How's your week been?
I've been good.
I hate life.
Eljay's having a fun time in life right now.
Oh,
I
Wife has
despise
decided
anything that starts with a Windows and ends with a 10.
But Eljay, what about...
you and a lot of people. There's been a lot of issues with Windows 10 lately.
Yeah, 'cause it sucks.
I installed Windows 10 like a year ago, and my start menu broke every single day, so I uninstalled about a week later. I
Yeah,
haven't been back since.
I went from Windows 8 to Windows 10, and I will say that Windows 10 was an improvement.
I went
That's
from
my
Windows
experience of-
7 to Windows 10, and I will say that I am horribly displeased, because not only are my startup times longer, my load times are longer, but it decided to take anything audio related and go, no, that's not right, and completely screw it up.
You know what you should do, Eljay? You should get a Mac.
Oh, really? You know what you
not
should do?
recommend
Kahi, you know what you
because-
should do? You should jump off a bridge.
Oh, yeah. So I take it, LJ, you're not looking forward to that one game that is exclusively only for Windows 10, and it's also a MOBA, which people are
Is
not sick
Oh.
of.
Is it called
what do you-
Halo Wars 2?
No, it's not. It's a brand new IP, and I think I've never heard of a game that's more destined to fail my entire life.
No, I'm not looking forward to that at all. Because, see, I got Windows 10 because I bought a very specific webcam. It's a high-tech webcam. It's high quality. It's the
high
standard.
tech and high quality, and it only
Yeah, it's the
works for
standard
Windows
of our
10.
company now.
It
And I bought it, and it didn't work on
contradicts-
Windows 7.
Huh.
So
Why
I
was there
upgraded to
never a
Windows 10.
Windows 9?
Oh, okay, here's the deal. So, why is there not a Windows 9? I'll tell you that right
Because
after
it
we
would
tell
suck, too.
why haven't we introduced ourselves? And the answer is we're doing it right now. Hi, I'm John.
Hi, I'm Meso.
I'm LJ.
Hi, I'm Trooper, not like a normal name like John.
Trooper.
You know?
I'm Trooper, not normal John.
Yeah.
All right. This is the TTV BrickFeed podcast, episode 11. And
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go.
One
Can
Okay,
we
so
say
real quick,
BrickFeed though
Before
instead of TTV BrickFeed? Yeah.
well, we want to have branding, man. We got people,
Yeah,
you know,
but
just part of the
it's
TTV
just-
family.
I don't know. Like it's just
We
it
titled
needs
the
to be
podcast
something that
TTV
has like more of a
BrickFeed.
flow to it. TTV BrickFeed sounds.
That's how we titled the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
YouTube
but
and
we can
stuff.
we can discuss it. Maybe we can go back and forth. So real quick, before we get into our Lego stuff, why wasn't there a Windows 9? Because there was previously Windows 95 and Windows, I think, 97, and Windows 98. Sorry, and so a lot of programs, this was stupid programming, and you should never do this if you're a programmer, but anyhow, in order to cut down on laziness, once stuff started getting into like Windows XP, they would put a code in their program that said, hey, if your Windows version starts with 9, you're probably running 95 or 98, and your
What
thing
in
is
the world?
outdated, and you should get a new version of your OS, which means if they just did Windows 9, there'd be a lot of errors of programs thinking that they were running 95 or 98, because that's how they were coded to
That's
do that.
bizarre.
That's one explanation I've heard. Obviously, there's probably others, and there's probably ones that might be more true or whatnot. I didn't talk to Microsoft or anything. That's just what I read.
Weird.
I can call
So.
it like something completely random that has like no relation whatsoever. Like
Windows
Apple
kind of
does.
subscribes to like the Fast and Furious style of titling their installments. It's like, yeah, there's Windows, there's like the, Microsoft goes from like 95 to 98 to Millennial, or Windows 2000, then Windows XP, then Windows Vista, then 7, then 8, then 10.
Yep. Windows
And then like
is weird.
two Windows Too Furious, apparently.
Yes.
yeah, so at some point it's just going to be called W.
Two Windows.
What they need to
Yeah,
start
basically it's
subscribing
gonna be like
to is a
W2.
quality standard, because this isn't it.
You know what has a quality standard? The Mac.
Not get,
Speaking of things
I'm
with
not going
quality
to downgrade
standards,
my work ethic in order to not be angry at my computer. I'm just going to get more RAM.
But LG,
Screw this.
People like
you're gonna
Macs.
download my RAM. Speaking of work ethics, I'm trying to segue as best as I can here, guys.
There is no
We
segue.
did something really cool recently.
Yes,
We
we
did something
did.
really cool. We talked to Brent Miller, who is the voice of Zane on Ninjago, the
Yes,
great TV show
Ninjago.
that we all follow and enjoy.
All of us,
and
yeah.
that was possibly, except for X,
Yeah.
and me halfway.
Hey,
Possibly the best interview I feel that we've done in a good while, and that's not to knock our other interviews. Our interviews they're great, but Brent Miller had so much to add in terms of the industry that I
Yeah.
felt. And if any of you are interested, just in voice acting and wow,
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
acting.
I'm interested in voice asking.
I'm interested in learning how to at least talk properly, so I can talk about voice acting properly, which is what Brent Miller talked about. And you should go check out the interview. I believe by the time this goes up, it should be up,
Yep.
right? Is that right, Meso?
Definitely.
Okay, so you can go and check that out right now. If you're on Vessel, then it's also on Vessel, so good for you. And if you're on YouTube, then it's on YouTube as well. But you should go and check out our Vessel channel at vessel.com/the TTV channel.
Quite right.
Man, see what I did there?
It's on
Pat
Vessel.
myself on the back.
The Brent
you can
Miller
get
interview was very
you can
funny.
get
Had a lot
free
of
trial.
natural charisma.
Yeah, right. A really, really great guy. But if you want to get that and some other stuff, a week ahead of time, definitely go and check out our Vessel page. And again, that's vessel.com/the TTV channel.
Yeah, it's a fun place to be.
All right. So, speaking of Brent Miller, the Ninjago just got an SDCC panel.
Yeah, it's
Which
gonna
is
be
kinda
very
cool.
interesting. I don't even know when SDCC is. Like, is it going to be over by
It's,
the time this comes out?
It's later.
might
this,
be.
It's later this month.
It's later this month. It's like the 22nd, I think, maybe.
22nd to the 24th.
a lot of
something
cool
like
things
that.
are happening at that Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sure,
there's
I
going to be.
imagine.
I mean, there's going to be a Guardians 2 trailer.
Indeed.
So already, it's going to be amazing.
Oh
Quite
my.
right. The Ninjago panel, I'm not sure. What do you think the odds are they'll talk about the movie there? Probably not,
probably.
right? 'Cause it's a
I mean,
TV show
they
people
might
hosting
mention the
panel.
movie. It is a TV show, but people are going to ask about the movie. I do like the fact that Lego is getting to the point where they can have panels now. Before, they never had panels for everything. I'm not sure if Bionicle was the first panel they had about the product, but
They've done panels
it's
for
kind of cool that they're
Ninjago
doing that.
before, and they've done panels for games before, but it does seem like they have increased in frequency by quite a lot over the years.
I wonder if did they invite any major Ninjago fan people?
I don't think they exist.
Do you think they did?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they might, and we just don't know about them. A lot of people would not know that we exist.
Truth.
In the Bionicle.
What do you mean?
Very
we're
true.
Not a lot of
famous?
people.
Yeah,
Right now, I
everybody
think
knows
most
us.
people know about us in some sense. But they really, hopefully,
It's an interesting situation, and what I'm hoping for from this panel is I want to know if it's continuing. I want to
I
know.
wanna know.
I want to know details of reboot versus just cancellation entirely. I want to know what the movie's could be about, how it's going to affect the TV show, etc. Do I expect we're going to get all these answers? No, but that's what I would like
Well,
to hear.
we did ask Brent Miller the question about if the TV show is continuing. And if you want to find out the answer to that, you're going to have to watch it
Wow, clever.
on, again, vessel.com/the TTV channel.
Very clever.
But,
we did ask that.
yeah. See what I did there? Yeah, we did ask that. The Ninjago panel, I feel, will mostly dwell upon, if this is the end of the TV show, it will be a wrap-up of the TV show, and kind of what's coming next from Lego. I don't think they're going to abandon the TV show entirely. They might do a new TV show based off the world of the movie. That's a real possibility they could do. But I don't know if they're going to do, I don't think they'd have to get different voice actors.
They would also have to do it, because the movie will probably have a different art style on the TV show, right?
That's true.
Like, how
I
they
think
work
all the Lego
that.
movies are falling in style. I really don't know. It could go either way. Honestly, the Lego TV shows they have now seem to be easier to produce from an animation standpoint. So I don't know how they'll be able to translate the style, because the Lego TV shows have their own style right now. They have like the
They
kind
do.
of,
I just want them to leave
bendy-
Ninjago alone and just let the movie
Branding.
do its thing. But I don't know if they're gonna have two cannons running alongside each other at once.
Right.
It's like
That
the
seems
reason
like
they
quite a lot for Ninjago or Ninjago.
Ninjago. Yeah.
Ninjago.
Yeah,
we
sorry, Scandinavian descent or literally Norwegian.
Man.
So it's pretty hard.
You get a pass, X. You
Yeah,
get a pass.
thanks, dude.
Anyone have any speculation on what's going to be at the SDCC panel?
I think they're gonna confirm it's gonna end.
Rip.
It's gonna be over. Sorry, that was
Well,
a joke.
That
That was a joke for discussion we were having outside the podcast. That I'm still horrendously frustrated right now. But anyway, no, I don't have any idea what they're going to talk about at the panel. I am excited for it though.
Leave Ninjago alone. Don't end it.
ish unrelated. I read somewhere that the Steven Universe panel is going to work like a musical. I just thought that was neat. It's
Very
not related, but yeah. Moving on. Just wanted to say that.
But there you go.
I want to know the answers, and I don't know if I should bank all of them. But like, I like Ninjago. I think it may be time for a reboot. It's been going for like 6 years, but I don't want the TV show to just end in favor of the movies.
Something that would be cool is that you'd have a new cast, but then the old cast would be older and would work like senseis or mentors or something.
That'd be cool.
And then so they could have like throwbacks and then like maybe relatives of the previous villains, etc. Something like that. That's what happens with
No
some series.
thanks on
That's
the
something that could
previous
happen.
villains' relatives, but yeah, I like the idea of the older cast being an advisory role.
Just brainstorming ideas here,
Yeah.
I've not watched the series myself. I probably watched like 3 episodes, so
Watch
I don't know about the quality.
It's good.
I know. You guys like this series. We literally have a channel with just
So anyway, we'll report on the panel, I'm sure, when it happens. We'll talk about whatever they reveal in depth. In a perfect world, it would be live streamed, but probably not. We'll have to just do a live blog.
Yeah.
Knowing the amount
I
of
don't
people
think
that
so.
are going to be there, I doubt it.
Yeah, we'll probably hear some snippets of info coming out of the panel, but until then, that's all. There's also a Nexo Nights panel. Eventually, we
Really?
should react to we should review those 5 episodes that we never did. Eventually.
We really should. We should actually.
I don't even know if
and
season
do
2
that
has started yet, or if there even is going to be a season 2. But like,
I saw the Black Knights set
oh cool.
in a Toys R Us when I was in another city, and I was super tempted to buy it, but it was for $80. So I was like, nah, for 500 parts.
What you basically just described to me is every encounter I've ever had with System. I want to buy this, but it's
Yeah,
expensive.
that's-
No thanks.
They had a bunch of old Ninjago though on sale, but
Yeah, I have
it's
bought a few
like, it
Ninjago
was
sets
just-
against my better judgment.
yeah, like a lot of the dragons, they look kind of messy. But it was cool seeing it there. I
Yeah.
like the second
Yeah.
wave Nexo Knights a lot.
Quite right.
Well, I think are we kind of done with that?
We're done.
All right, let's
get
segue
to
away.
the good stuff, right?
Let's
You know,
get to the thing that kind of came out.
We may not know about the Ninjago movie, but I know what we do know about the Lego movie, too.
Wow, I was gonna go to the everything, but yeah, okay, we'll go
I
here.
was going to
Even
go to pain
more
and
well
suffering.
They recently announced that the Lego movie was being delayed.
Yes,
I
we
think it was
talked about
delayed
that
until
extensively.
2019, right?
Yep.
And so one of the things that came out just recently is that they are doing a script rewrite, and the creator of BoJack Horseman has actually been hired on to do a rewrite of the script.
BoJack Horseman, which is a sitcom
BoJack
style.
Horseman's creator, yes. And here, let me get his name real quick.
I do not know
Bob
what movie that is.
Waxberg.
I've
No, it's a TV show. I think it's on
It's a
Netflix.
TV show based on a very old movie, and so the TV
Never-
show is about the character from that movie being the actor and being in Hollywood, being a washed-up actor, like 20 or 10 years later or something like that. It's weird.
never heard of it.
Sounds like an
It's-
interesting premise.
It's on Netflix. It's only on Netflix. Go watch it. It's cool. It's not-
I'll look it up. Sorry, Raphael Bob
Wow.
Waxberg, not Bob Waxberg. It's Bob hyphen Waxberg, I believe his name is. So they've apparently, whatever, like, there's a original script made by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who did the original, like, the first film. They directed and wrote that.
They're not
and
good
so
at sequels, those guys.
Apparently.
Yeah, I thought Cloudy Sense of Meatballs 2 was alright. I didn't like it more than the first one.
I
Me
think
neither. Didn't matter. I didn't see it, but I agree.
Well,
I swear.
wow.
I never
But
saw
you hate
it.
that new Ghostbusters too, huh? Anyhow.
Well, so does everyone
Are you
else
kidding me?
ever.
Ghostbusters.
So does everyone.
Ghostbusters
Except
3,
all
the
the
game. That
reviewers
was my
that are
least
liking
favorite.
it. Wow, Eljay. Wow.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller did an original draft, and I guess the studio decided that they just didn't like it, and they're wanting a rewrite. So rewrites come in, like, with scripts and screenwriting, rewrites come in all sorts of different things. Oftentimes you'll get a lot of people doing rewrites on a general, like a spec script. And obviously Phil Lord and Chris Miller were given the option to do it because they made that first one so successful. But for whatever reason, the studio was not liking their script, and they didn't like it enough to postpone the movie, which means that there's probably a drastic rewrite incoming. There's like a lot of stuff going inside. Usually, like, rewrites will be like a couple lines are changed, a couple scenes are moved around, that kind of thing. They have different screenwriters come in. A lot of screenwriters will work on the script, but this drastic of a rewrite and the delay leads me to assume that the movie's going to be very different from what the two creators were originally thinking it would be.
I look at it as a sign of quality that they know that the Lego movie was very well received, and they don't want to just spit out another one. They want it to be like a good movie on its own, but it might just be that their script was horrendous. I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think they did a fantastic job with the first one, and so I feel they could do, even though they don't do sequels super well, I felt that they could have done a really good job with the sequel. I haven't seen the script. I don't know what Warner Brothers is thinking, but Warner Brothers could be potentially just screwing up that original thing. Do you know who did the World War Z movie? Who produced that?
I do not.
Brad Pitt?
Yes, Brad Pitt produced the movie.
Yeah.
No, Brad Pitt was starred in the movie, but which studio released it?
I don't know.
Was it Paramount?
I don't know. The movies were so bad.
Was it,
I actually kind of liked World War Z.
Well, World War Z is not a bad movie,
Yeah,
but
no.
the original script, I don't know if you've ever read it for World War Z, but it's like critically acclaimed. People say it's one of the best scripts they've ever read. And if it had been put into, if it had been put into an actual, like, movie form, it would have been a masterpiece.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was an okay movie as well.
Right.
Haven't seen it, but yeah.
Possibly Warner Brothers, it could be like, it's so clever. Okay, you know what? Why don't you stop giving opinions and stuff you don't actually have an opinion on?
I've never seen it either.
You're like you're the average commenter on our YouTube comments is like,
Wow.
oh, I haven't seen this, but it sucks.
Hey, I've been saying positive things about it.
No, you have become what you despise.
They're currently doing I think that, like, what could have also possibly happened, that they wrote a script for the sequel, and then they went and they did Han Solo. And then the Warner Bros. Was like, hey, can you do this? And they're like, hey, we're really busy with Han Solo. Han Solo's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's what the
If you could get
initial
someone else to do that.
Variety report did claim. They were like, they just wanted a fresh take on the script because people were so busy. So
Right.
That
And
may
I
be
mean,
all
like,
it
Han
is.
Solo, as much as I liked the Lego movie, if I was a screenwriter and I had to write the first Han Solo movie, I'd be like, I'm sorry, Lego movie. I've written one of you. You can take a back seat. Han Solo is kind of a big deal.
yeah,
So, maybe. Lego Batman comes out in February, and Ninjago comes out in September, I believe, of next year.
I still don't
And then we
believe
have a 2-year
that-
break.
Yeah, next year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
There's gonna have a 2-year break after that until until the Lego Movie 2
Lego
comes
movies
out.
too. Hopefully they have the time to really make it good. Because I know a lot of us were kind of skeptical. Well, I was skeptical. Like, the first one was so good. I was like, I don't really know. Can a sequel top this? Is it just going to be kind of underwhelming?
Here's how a sequel could top it. All right, I've been thinking about what do you really want to see from a Lego movie. Warner Brothers should do their best to do a Who Framed Roger Rabbit style of thing, where they have two different franchises coming together. Except this time, it's the only place we'll ever be able to see anything like this. We'll have DC versus Marvel. Lego has the rights to Marvel for licensing, but they have DC.
I don't know if that would work in a movie, though.
I mean, with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it was the same deal. Warner Brothers owns Looney Tunes, Disney owned Mickey Mouse, and they're able to put them in the movie. And so Disney owns Marvel, and Warner Brothers owns DC. Obviously, that's a pipe dream. I'm not saying that's
It should happen.
But like,
It must happen.
wouldn't that kind of be cool to see finally these two people, like these two groups, clash in Lego form? Because they're not going to be able to do it in
Nowhere
in real
else
movie
will it
form.
ever work.
Nowhere else is going to do it. Only with this in the Lego form is it just enough of a parody that everyone would find it entertaining, no matter who you
I
were.
would watch that in a heartbeat.
I'd watch that twice in a heartbeat.
I'd watch it 3 times in 3 heartbeats.
And that's all we really have to say about that.
Honestly, yeah.
So
I wouldn't watch it and say it's good afterwards.
you would. One thing we know that you would. Real quick. So while we're talking about the Lego movie, we have Lego themed shirts at our store.
Amazing.
We have t-shirts at our store.
We have t-shirts, and you should wear them. And you should buy them when they're available, when a certain somebody gets our t-shirt store up and running again.
T-shirt store.
At store... Yeah, okay, fine. All right, I'm being a little...
You sound a little bit like Sean Connery, that's all.
Yeah, I'm pulling
John
a little
Connery.
blonde over here.
And we're done.
Store.tvpodcast.com has our not TTV podcast, sorry, store.ttvchannel.com has all of our shirts. You can go there and buy whatever you think will be cool, which is only the one shirt that we have on sale for this month. So you can choose out of the one shirt we have which shirt is the best.
Which shirt are we even selling this month?
I believe Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're right.
By the way,
Nothing's up
we
yet.
do have if you like the concept of shirts but don't want to pay money for them because you're like a kind of a leech in a sleaze bag, what you can do instead is enter our contest on the message boards.
Oh, boy.
We're having an anniversary contest for the board's anniversary, and the winner gets a t-shirt.
Do it.
A free
Everybody
t-shirt.
needs t-shirts,
Yeah, and
Gets
so
cold.
now I think we're still discussing on how much international shipping's going to cost. It might only be available to US and Europe, so kind of be aware of that. I might make exceptions for Australia because I love Australia, but I don't know about I don't know about you other countries. You might have to do something to win my approval, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
Australia's
We have seen some really cool entries into this I would not have expected. Like someone submitted just now, they submitted a Halo map that is the mirror, Eljay's cardboard mirror.
I saw that.
I haven't
Which
even
is
seen this yet. That's incredible.
it's really creative. It's a really creative idea. The contest for anyone who's running is just anything TTV related, so it has to involve
How many of the
at
entries
least one member of
haven't
the
been
cast.
related to me?
There is the one with me and Viper
Thrift
doing
shop.
Macklemore's thrift shop, which is
okay.
also freaking hilarious.
I tried to listen to it, but I honestly couldn't. Nothing against the guy that made it. It's very impressive. I just couldn't do it.
Wow.
I
I'm
listened
sure
to
it's
it.
good.
You did not have strength of will.
Yeah, I'm sure it's I'm sure you think it's good, having not watched it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that ends that plug for the season. Let's talk about
End
the
of
big
season
thing. Let's
one
talk
of-
about the big news.
Okay,
Let's talk
yeah.
about the big news that just happened.
I was so hyped for that segue you were gonna do there, Kahi. There's so much you could do.
But nope, let's
Okay,
talk
all right,
about
I'm sorry.
the big news.
I'm sorry.
Just saying.
All right. I'm
You,
sorry.
you
Pull it
have
back.
a high standard
Speaking
now.
about things that Eljay hasn't watched, let's talk about Disney movies because Eljay had no childhood.
I'm satisfied.
So,
I'm
so
satisfied.
first of all, the only thing I have consistently said I haven't seen, to which has been "You have no childhood" as the reply, has been SpongeBob. Second of all, I've seen a bunch of Disney movies: Lion King. Is Finding Nemo a Disney movie?
Yes.
Finding Nemo.
Have you seen, however, Cinderella?
Yes.
You have seen Cinderella?
Yes.
Have you seen
Oh,
Anastasia?
good. Because
Yes.
I have not seen Cinderella, but I'm sure it's
Anastasia's
good.
not a Disney movie.
Amazing.
I think.
Isn't
I
it?
watched.
I thought Mickey Mouse was there.
Wait. Anastasia? Hold up.
Let's see. Is it? I don't.
You're about to
Some
get
of them
duped
was
not.
over your own doom.
No, what am I thinking? Oh, I know. It's the Black Cauldron. That's the Disney
The
movie
Black
I always forget
Cauldron.
about. The Black Cauldron, okay? All right,
Anastasia
fine.
is not a Disney film.
Black Cauldron. Man, they freaking matter. Is he happy now? You happy now?
So, guys, I have $350 that I just really want to spend. What should I spend it on?
That's it.
That's.
Or you should probably spend it on something important, like your rent or your car or
I
your cell
think
phone bill.
that'll literally be.
You should spend it on 35 Ketars.
So anyway,
Make
Meso's
a
done talking.
giant pile and then incinerate them and just watch it
And the
burn.
talking stick has been taken from you. So,
It's a
Disney's
fantastic
castle.
That set will definitely be like one of the best sets in like a 100-year run.
Disney's
of Lego.
Castle. I'm looking forward to getting the cartoon Nathan Fillion.
And
What?
but the one
Oh my
thing
gosh.
What?
Sigh.
What?
Elder said Disney's Castle, and I was like, lol. I gotta make this joke.
Gosh,
no.
dang
We
it.
can't. All right. Talking about the actual set, the set is being
Spoiler,
released
it's good.
for $350 US. It's $399 Canadian, and a bunch of other currencies that no one really cares about.
Whoa,
Hello.
I'm one of those.
X is here. You
Yeah.
little
Yeah, I
punk.
don't really care about his
okay.
currency.
Aw.
I care about my currency and how it translates to his. So it's 289 pounds, which is interesting because of Brexit. I don't know how much the pound is worth in relation to the dollar. Do you think that when Lego came out with this, they're like, yes, we're gonna lock in this price, and then Brexit happened and the pound dropped, and they're like, come on, man. You ever think that happens? You think like they'll readjust the price if like some giant economic
I would
thing
imagine
happens?
so, possibly. I don't know.
I don't think that's the first thought they had when they were going to
Well,
release
yeah.
this set. The first thing that they had on their mind was, what are we going to do with all this money? To buy the entire
That's true.
world.
That's
Do
true.
you have any idea how much this set is going to be worth? So unbelievably much when it's out of production.
will
It's
be
insane.
insane.
Oh, that's the thing. I would say you should buy this just to sell it again later.
Yeah, and it will probably be like sold at like all Disney parks everywhere. Because
That's
true. Yeah.
this is the most recognizable brand in Lego form so far, probably ever.
Yeah, this
And,
is
I
the
mean,
most Disney it can get.
Yeah, like the
It
only
pre-
thing
it pretty
that I
much
think
is.
would be more recognizable would be like a set of like just a big Coca-Cola bottle or something. I don't know. It's just
What would be more recognizable than
Give me a
your
Dr.
Disney
Pepper
Cinderella
bottle and I'll
princess?
buy it. But down
Maybe,
with Coke.
maybe, possibly like I don't know, some giant like the Statue of Liberty, which has been a set before. Like that's a recognizable landmark. But Disney's castle is the most Disney thing that I feel that they could have done.
It
They
just
can't
looks
get any more
so-
Disney than this. Not
it
unless
looks so
they
good.
honestly make a Lego version of like Walter Disney's
Sleeping Beauty?
cryogenically frozen body.
Oh, that would be cool. Like it's a little set and it has like a Lego Dimensions thing and it's like Walt Disney's head on like a spider, like these spider legs, and he's going around and you can like. That'd be so great. Like Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney's cryogenically frozen head. I'd
Are
buy
you
that.
kidding me?
It'd be great.
That would probably be a little bit
Cusco.
more
Well, I'm putting
Disney.
I'm putting down Lego ideas. It'll be like Disney's iconic icons frozen cryogenically.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
These the inside of the Cinderella castle looks really cool.
It looks.
They have the bed
it
at
looks
the very
amazing. I
top.
can't believe how
It
good
looks
this
so
set
good.
is.
It's so good. The detail that goes into the set is phenomenal.
all of these different rooms are referenced to like other Disney movies.
I'm so
Yeah,
used,
there's the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty.
I'm so used to all these huge sets just coming out and me not caring in the least. But like nowadays, I guess it's because I'm getting older. There's like all these huge sets that like I want to buy, but I don't have the space or the money. The Air Jitsu Temple, this Disney castle.
Oh,
There's
the Jitsu
Air
Temple's
Jitsu
so
Temple.
good.
Air Jitsu
That's the most
Temple.
Ninjago can get.
Yeah.
It really is.
And it's not going to be worth that much out of production because it's not a
Well-
recognizable brand outside of the theme. So
Why you gotta
There's
be
a
like
musket.
that, X? Why?
I love that there's a musket too in Disney Castle. There's like just sitting there. Is that a musket? Or is that a broom? That might be a broom.
What?
Never mind.
Guns in Lego.
Gun or broom?
There's one room
It's a
that's
broom.
filled with broom and
it's a broom.
and there's also the hat of Yen Sid, which is the
Really?
the hat of Yen Sid, and it's a reference to, of course, the animation.
Yeah.
With Mickey
Oh yeah,
Mouse and
no,
all
I'm
the
familiar with that
brooms.
hat.
I feel like I should know what you're talking about, but I don't.
All right,
Yeah,
there's this
I
big
know exactly what
wizard
he's
with a
talking about.
blue hat and a blue robe with a big beard, and there's an animation like movie snippet.
It's called
thing.
the Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's
Yeah.
part of the Fantasia.
Oh yeah, I
believe.
see.
Yeah.
I see the hat right
Yeah.
there. It's in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah, yeah.
The name of
It's like a classic, right? The Sorcerer's Apprentice. They had that show at Disney World where like Mickey Mouse will come out and he has the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hat.
yeah,
He's doing
yeah.
that thing.
Do
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
guys
It's
see
an
the hat?
iconic
Yeah.
thing.
Do you
Yen
guys?
Yeah,
Sid
I see
is
that.
the name of
It's in
that
the chest.
wizard and Yensid
it's
backwards
Disney
is
spelled
Dis-
backwards.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
duper mega clever. Cool trivia that you can say out at like dinner parties.
Is it going to be
Or whatever.
cryogenically frozen?
I'm seeing some Beauty and the Beast hallmarks here as well.
Yeah, there's also that mirror up there. It's just there's a lot. It's just
The Lumiere. What other things are referenced, X? Do you know?
I don't know the top of my mind, but I saw this reveal for the first time with my girlfriend, and she just named everything in the span of like 10 seconds. So she's gonna be very disappointed that I don't know all these. But
Man, why isn't your girlfriend here?
she
The
should
one time
be.
we need her.
She should
The
be.
one time
This
we
is the
need her.
one because she is just an expert on Disney. She's just watched all those movies like a million times. She can. Like all these obscure facts
she gonna buy the
about
set?
happening to actors. Yeah, well, she is literally buying it with me. That's why I'm buying it.
You
'Cause
guys
it
should
will be
make
only-
you guys should review it. Like a
Listen,
Yeah, we can do
you
it.
should
review.
you should film it or like film part of the thing. Film your review. We'd put it up on the
It'll
channel
probably
immediately.
take a while to build, though, considering it's 4,000 parts. Or
We'll
That's
make it a
true, but
speed build.
I'd welcome.
Yeah.
I'd welcome the
just
views, man.
speed up the
Should do
whole
it.
thing. But
I'd
I'll ask
welcome
her. She'll probably say yes 100%. But yeah,
Do it.
Yeah.
I just want to get this one thing out of the way about this set, though, is that the one complaint I have about the set is the minifigures. They are.
I completely agree.
the thing-
Why do we have a Cinderella's castle and no Cinderella?
And
What?
the minifigures could be a lot more exclusive-y. I mean, the thing with these big sets is that they make the minifigures incredibly detailed. They have a lot of them. They look super fancy, so they always end up being super expensive on third-party sites because people want these minifigures because they're like collectible items. I'm not really
Right.
seeing this here.
No, I'm not
lot
either
of these-
because we got the Disney collectibles before.
Yeah,
And I feel like only 5 is kind of small for a $350 set. That's how many come in. Like we get more of that in the Civil War set, the airport.
Like comparing that to the Urjitsu Temple, you get like 5 million minifigures, and
Right.
Yeah, like every single character. The only minifigure that is exclusive to this set is Tinkerbell, or like the version of Mickey Mouse, I guess. But we'll
Yeah,
probably.
and Minnie Mouse is too because Minnie Mouse wasn't she pink in the Disney collectible minifigures, and I think she's red now. Yeah, she's red.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I thought, but that's not really.
That's
I mean-
not all too much though.
Yeah, like for example, this picture here, like you could have Mickey Mouse in like this gold-plated suit with like
that is
nice
the face
markings
of nightmares.
or something. Well, that's not the point. The point is that you can make this minifigure look a lot better. We've seen this before
Yeah.
with Lego. They can print every single little side of that tiny little figure, and it looks so pretty. And they just
Shut up.
but
You want to come to Disneyland?
Wait, Disney. Okay, Tinkerbell also suffers from. Tinkerbell also kind of suffers from the from the Spider-Man syndrome, where like her torso is green, even though I feel like it should be like tan because the part of her dress only covers like. The bottom, kind of like,
Yeah,
the
I get
2/3
what
of her
you mean.
chest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the main thing is that there are more minifigures that could have added to this set to make it really cool. To make it, like, really worth it. Minifigures you don't have before. Imagine if they included some other things from Disney. And, honestly, I'd be fine with them omitting Donald and Daisy and Minnie and just keeping Mickey and, adding some more, characters we haven't seen before.
I agree.
Like Cinderella, for instance.
they do want.
Even like Goofy. I would like to see Goofy.
Yeah, a
Why
lot
don't we
of
have a
people
Goofy
wanted to
minifigure?
see
I like-
Pluto, something completely different. just
Yeah,
fine.
Pluto would be there. I
don't
mean,
know about
they could go
Pluto.
and do other
That
things.
wannabe
They could do
planet.
imagine a big fig.
It's not about whether what you like, LJ. It's what the demographic.
We're trying to have an actual discussion here.
Yeah.
Sorry that your stupid joke doesn't fit in.
I'm
what
sorry.
we were talking about
I'm
previously.
Sorry, I'm trying to be entertaining, Kahi. I'm sorry.
That's not entertaining. Being stupid isn't entertaining.
I laugh.
Unless
Unless it's
being
comic
stupid
relief.
is kind of entertaining. You're right.
That's not true.
Goofy would have been great. Imagine a big fig that's the Beast.
Being
That'd be
goofy
cool.
is not entertaining.
I do understand though why they picked those characters because those characters are very
It's
recognizable.
the Disney,
Tinkerbell, I do not
Understand
understand.
Disney World. Tinkerbell is in
Tinkerbell's
front of every
castle.
Disney movie. She flies around the Cinderella castle.
I'm very stupid. I should be beat
Hey,
up.
don't tell
But-
yourself that.
But
Yeah, come
with,
on.
Not
with
true.
all that said, and all the critique regarding the minifigures, I cannot stress this enough that I'm not disappointed or let
Oh,
down by
no.
the set. at
No,
all.
no,
just
no,
because
no,
of the
no, no.
minifigures. It seems pretty stupid considering that we're just discussing the minifigures of this
Oh,
monster
there's Aladdin's
set.
lamp. I just saw Aladdin's lamp. It's at the left, the bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how many references.
Yeah,
I
there's
should
so
look up like
much.
references. Hold up.
Me too. I'll
Yeah, there's
look up
probably like a
references
list
as well.
somewhere where it shows everything. But
Yeah,
I
right.
think some of the reason why we're critiquing the minifigures is that there's not really much else that we can complain about with this set. I mean, it looks spectacular. I think it was taller than the Lord of the Rings tower, the Orthanc. Someone said it's either like almost as tall or taller, and that tower's huge. So I mean, if you have a display where to put this castle, it'll be the centerpiece.
Of
Right.
course.
Oh, definitely. It'll be front and center. It's one of the best sets I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
Ja.
I probably won't see anything better in a very long time unless they revamp the Death Star and they like get the
I'm so sick of the
Michelangelo
Death
over
Star.
time. There's one.
That does remind me. There is rumor of a Star Wars set that's going to be like $500
You kidding me?
Coming out-
Yeah,
coming
there's
out
been
this
a rumor for the last
Okay,
3
what will it
years
be?
about a new Death Star
$500.
coming out. I don't think I've heard more about that specific rumor than anyone else.
I would not, if it's $500 for a new version of the old Death Star that had like all the little mini rooms and stuff. I am 100% on board for that because I always wanted to get that as a kid and I couldn't, and I'd jump at the chance to purchase it now.
All the building
But
techniques in
I
that.
don't want to have another like Death Star model that's just like, you know, a Ultimate Collector's Edition thing where you just build the model of the Death Star and it's like, okay, and that's kind of cool, I
We've
guess.
been there, done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this castle's impressive.
But yeah, so I looked up online and I saw some of these things that are referenced. That way, the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty is there. The mirror and the apple from Snow White is there. I forgot how to pronounce his name. The candle from Beauty and the Beast is also there. Where I was talking about like Aladdin's lamp, I didn't notice. I thought it was just a curtain. The magic carpet is also above the lamp
That's
as well.
awesome.
And of course,
That is cool.
Yznid's cap from The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Man, would it be cool to get a Yznid minifigure? That would be kind of interesting.
That would have
Yeah,
been awesome.
I mean, it is confirmed that we'll get a Disney series too.
That being said, it is really nice that we're getting this thing that's so accurate. Like, there's a picture of it in front of the actual castle.
Yeah, it's so
And it's super
recognizable.
accurate.
It's insane.
So
You can
I'm
watch the
really,
beginning of any Disney movie and you're like, yeah, I got that in Lego. Cool. You know?
yeah, really excited to
It's
see that happen.
super nifty. One thing, though, one complaint that I've seen, like, this is the most popular complaint about this, and it's very minor
Mm-hmm.
at that, because there's not been a lot of complaints about this set. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. Is the walls to the left and the right of the entrance
Mm-hmm.
could have been done a lot better in terms of, like, brick built instead of just these big parts. But the thing is that would probably like double the parts count and make it even worse in terms of the budget. I mean,
Right.
this
I'd rather
this-
have all that budget go into the inside and the intricate details,
Yeah.
like inside the thing, as opposed to
Yes.
just going into
yeah.
making
Some
the
people
wall
also
look
like
better.
wanted the entire back of the castle covered as well. But I really do think that making it into like sort of a amusement park style thing with all these different references to these different. I just like this set a lot.
The textures on some of those pieces is that a new thing?
Those
the
are-
brick texture and some
Those are
of
really
the
old. They've been used for quite a while, but they're not widely used in a lot of sets, so it's hard to get like a large amount of them. They were used a lot in like the Lord of the Rings set when they first came out, but and they're also used in some of the collectible street corners maps sets.
Okay.
I think you know which one I'm talking about. The one with like the big restaurants.
My favorite.
and
Right.
Corners
The,
maps.
okay. I love those. Those are on my list of stuff I will buy when I am very
Yeah.
rich.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I said
Can afford
maps.
that.
I've played too many video games lately.
Yeah,
but
I've seen
That's cool.
those. They're really
Yeah.
good.
That's cool.
I like the set a lot. There's a lot
You
of
haven't
nice.
seen them, and they're very good. Is what you mean to say.
Yeah, I
There's some
screwed it up.
pretty fun techniques and intricate details. You can see these towers that there's a lot of nice snot techniques going all the way around. With the clock, you see all those details are actually like small drills, recolored white.
Yeah,
So you see all those pointy
X.
thingies.
X, it just occurred to me. You used a term that I'm familiar with. I don't know if these guys are. Because
Oh,
offhandedly, Yeah. See, real
Yeah.
quick,
No, it's not.
do you guys know what snot means?
I know it's not.
Ja.
Okay.
But our audience might not, so feel free to elaborate, LJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an acronym for studs not on top.
Indeed.
It's how sets or mocks look smooth. So anyway,
Quite
continue.
right.
Go ahead. That was
All right. Well, is that? I mean, I was done with what I had to say. Anyone has anything else to say?
Not particularly.
I
Well-
like this set a lot.
It's a great
It's
set.
amazing.
It's so beautiful, and I love dark blue and tan as well.
In the wise
so.
words of John, Ishigid.
And also, it's if you haven't noticed, if you look all the way down on the set, there's sort of like ish of a stand type base that they've sort of made so that it's easier and more stable to set up. You see like
Very
those
true.
curved plates. Those are recolored wings from Mars mission.
It's a masterpiece of design.
Yeah. So there's
Interesting.
like just looking at this, it's very, very neatly built. There's a lot of parts here that you're familiar with, that you've seen in other sets. They're just used completely other ways. I think I haven't looked through the instructions of this, and I haven't seen it been built, but I do think that building this is probably a great experience, judging by all the different and extraordinary techniques that have been used here. So the designer of this set, I'm very impressed with. They've done a lot of clever stuff that I didn't even.
There must have been
Yeah.
a lot of work put into this. It's spectacular.
Oh yeah, definitely. And building it, I mean, there's you need to put this on a very tall space where like small kids can't really, because this set is definitely not for small
Imagine if
kids.
like a parent buys this and builds it, and the kid just like knocks it down on the floor and
Yeah,
it all goes
'cause this-
everywhere.
This a lot of things on top of these small details are very fragile. So,
Yeah.
and also like the stud shooter on top there in the window, which acts like shooting fireworks as well. It's actually like diamonds up there that you see.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. The two
Yeah.
little cannons.
Quite right.
And I also think that's a reference to Princess and the Frog on the far right with the two
Yeah, the frogs
and
with
a
the crown. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. But
Man,
I
there's
mean,
so many references.
there's so much in the set. It's
So
great.
much in the
It's
set.
so much.
You will
But-
have to really do like a video once you get this set out.
Please.
Oh
we
yeah,
will
it's
host
gonna
it.
be
Really
great.
do.
It's gonna be an hour long of me just completely repeating myself and saying the exact same thing, but just in different ways. Because that's that's
Don't
the
worry,
only
we'll edit
reason-
it. We'll cut your stuff out.
Yeah, all right. We got editors on the job, but
We'll
I mean,
cut you.
I can't really say anything more about this set. I mean, if I just keep going, I'll just repeat myself. But I really like the set.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I think we all really like it too. So
Would you buy this, LJ?
Oh, would I? Were I interested? Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, I don't have much interest in it at this time. I don't have much use for it. And like Meso says, I don't have the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, this set is huge.
But I would totally buy this. Personally speaking, I would buy the Ninjago temple first because I'm
I
first
would
and
as
foremost
well.
a fan of that. But this is just, it's outstanding.
the thing about the Ninjago temple, it's like I would prefer that more. That being said, if I had this in my house, that's a centerpiece for people to talk about because people
Ooh,
will
yes.
recognize the Cinderella Castle way before they recognize the Air Jitsu temple.
Yeah.
You see they see the temple, they're like, "That looks cool," but they see the Cinderella Castle, and they're like, "Oh no!" And I could turn it around and be like, "Hey, this is from Beauty and the Beast," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, have
that's
it on
really
like
cool.
a cake table.
Right. It would be like, instead of like, some people have like coffee table books, you could have a coffee table set. And that would be my coffee table set.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. I would
It would
totally
be
do. I mean,
great.
heck, I
Until I had
already
kids,
do that
and
right
then I'd
now.
be like,
so
all right, well, never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of do. You have that thing. Well,
Yeah.
okay, if you've ever been like me and you're wondering like how even the concept, how like Walt Disney just built
here's
Disney
another
World to
plug
begin with.
inbound.
Yeah, you can check it out at audible.com. audibletrial.com/TTV. You can get the audiobook The Disneyland Story, the unofficial guide to the evolution of Walt Disney's dream by Sam Genoway, which is a great book that I've actually read before in the library. I didn't get the audiobook, but you can get it and listen to it for yourself. You're going on like a long car trip or something, going to Brick Fair, Virginia, like we are. And it's just all about how Walt Disney like came from the concept of Disneyland to like actually doing it. And there's a lot of great stuff in there if you're kind of interested in Disney as a whole or kind of interested in doing that. Or if you're just tired of hearing us say brick by brick, that's also something new for you too. So there you go.
Wow.
Again, that's a Disneyland story, the unofficial guide to the evolution of Walt Disney's dream by Sam Genoway. And you can get it by going to audibletrial.com/TTV.
Kahi, I don't think you know how to do this. I don't think you know how to market. Yeah, I think we all don't know how to market. I've seen some comments in our comment section. I think they're right. We don't know how to do this.
Oh boy, just keep throwing shade just because people hate your thing, man.
I will. We don't know what we're doing.
Issues.
The
You got some issues.
anti-LJ
Listen, man. We just don't
strike
know what
force
we're doing.
Hey, so
We
real
don't
quick,
know.
I want to tell you something that happened yesterday.
We
alright?
did.
Story time. Get your
Just a
milk
real
and
quick story.
cookies.
That was it was really cool. I was like, there's a park around here. There's a very rich couple that their son died a while back, and he was a very big Dungeons and Dragons fan. In order to honor him, they built this park. It's called Castle Park. It's a really cool, legit park. That's basically this giant castle, and it's got all this stuff inside and stuff, and they have like a whole thing around it. And it's really cool. Well, the thing about this castle, it's such a frequent stop for so many people. It has 2 Pokemon gyms and like 3 Pokestops. So last night,
Nice.
me and my friend, we're going there, and we drove up to the park. It's like 11:30 at night. Pretty sketch, right?
Yeah.
We're going there, and we're kind of and another car pulls up from behind us, and we're like, "What is this car doing?" The car comes up, and the guy rolls down his window, and he waves his phone at us, and we wave our phone back at him, and we're like, and so we trade information about how, because the park was closed, we trade information on how close you have to get to get those stops and go back and forth. But that was cool. I just want to talk about that because I was like, that was something I really
BrickFeed
enjoyed.
relevance.
It's
Yeah,
not BrickFeed
wow,
relevant.
that makes-
It's community relevant.
That's great.
It's about an actual
Yeah,
community
it's
being
about a
built.
different
And part of-
community's
part of the community that's going around now is going to be there at BrickFeed, Virginia. So you guys should come out for that.
Speaking of BrickFeed, Virginia, that's right. We are going to be there. BrickFeed, Virginia is taking place in Chantilly, Virginia, the 3rd to the 7th. And you should absolutely be there because we're going to have six TTV
Yeah.
hosts are going to be present. And even if you don't want to go because of us, go because it's going to be the bomb. It's just...
It's going to be
go.
amazing.
It's just Lego everywhere.
And we have some surprises
Boom.
in store for you that is going to be great.
Yeah.
And again, it's the OG TTV crowd. It's like, it's me, it's Eljay, it's Meso, it's Var, it's Ven, and it's Viper. It's like all the people that were here when we like first started doing all the great stuff that we're doing today.
And listen, if you come and see us, I will give you a comic book.
What?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I just purchased a bunch of Bionicle comics, and
You bought the comic?
no.
$50?
It was a different deal. It's a different deal.
All right.
There's
Was
some
it better?
Bionicle comics. Yeah, way better. Way better. It's like $15 for like 10 comics or more.
You're gonna need a lot of comics.
Well, here's the thing. I already have a lot of them, but there are some I didn't have that I wanted. If you come and see us,
you're gonna
I'll
give
give
them.
you one. I'll give you one of the duplicates. They're from the time range of 2001 to 2005. So if you
Dude,
see us, you get one.
You come in, you pick your one out, and we'll all sign it. All 6 of us, we'll sign it.
You get to pick it.
Well, depending on if we're all there. Some of us might be like a lunch break or something. But if you come by and you're like, yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah, that's a cool idea, Eljay. That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
You
if you
get
don't
something
have to pay a
good.
thing for it.
TTV.
You are
Yeah.
there. You get a comic, Bionicle comic.
Yeah,
free of
that's a
charge.
really cool idea. Awesome.
Good stuff.
Well, there you go. I think that's a perfect time to wrap our episode talking about our free stuff. And guys should, subscribe and like and comment. When's the last time we did this, right? Subscribe, like, comment, rate. Remember we used to say rate, and I used to hate that because you can't rate anything on
Meso
YouTube.
used to say that all the time, and it was never
I'm
a
talking
thing.
to Meso.
Oh,
yeah. Rating is perfectly valid.
It's not valid. You
I
can't
mean, it's
rate
valid
anything.
for like 2005.
Yeah, you can't rate like 5 to 5 stars anymore, Meso. That's how
You
it works.
can rate up or down.
That's called
That's called liking.
yeah.
That's what I asked them to
Rate
do already. So
definition. Now,
Oh, here we go.
Measure quantity or frequency.
This is gonna be one
Typically
of my
when
new
measured
triggers.
against some other quantity, aka likes versus dislikes.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, make sure to like, subscribe, rate, approve, follow us, and do any sort of redundant things on our
Yes.
YouTube channel. As
Or
well
Yeah,
as
and
favorite.
tell us how we
Show
don't do a
this
good job
video
at
to your
marketing.
dog.
I want to hear more about that.
Oh, you are so butthurt over that, man. There's
Listen,
like 2 people that said that, and you're super butthurt because you're.
Don't use the
they don't like your.
word. Oh my jeez.
Bionicle heroes, yeah, leave it out of this.
Listen, Kahi, I'm just saying we don't know what we're doing. Okay, we have no idea how to market.
Bye, guys.
Also-
Toa Butthurt.
Bye, guys.
Also,
real.
little Johnny, am I right? That guy, he has an annoying voice. I have never heard anyone say that before.
Yep. Farewell, everybody.
Speaking of Little Johnnies, I'm out. I'm John, and I'm out.
I'm
done.
Meso, and I'm out.
I'm Eljay, and I'm gonna kill Windows 10.
I'm ESS Trooper, and I'm not gonna kill Windows 10, but I'm also out. Yeah.
Elday's always the odd one out on these outros and intros. All right,
Exactly.
This is the TTV BrickFeed podcast, episode 11, and hope you guys enjoy. See you next week.
Farewell.
Goodbye.